Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to an early edition of Awesome Calls Trading. This is AJ. Hi, how are all of you? Welcome. Listen, I have to go to a doctor's appointment early today around noon, so I already did the secret sauce, and now I am finishing the day off with the recap of what we did in the room. It was a phenomenal day to trade today. A lot of great opportunities, a lot of great stocks that we traded. And this is just the beginning of just an incredible journey we're going to have for the next 3 months plus into earnings. And it's so much fun. It's so exciting. And I really have such a blast trading with so many people in here. Today, we had a really good list today. NNVC, because of the coronavirus spreading, I felt that NNVC would have another day in it. I really made it clear to everyone in the room, do not long it unless it pops through the 660 with volume. Volume comes, run it, and have fun with it. And the stock ended up going all the way to $10.20 on that particular play there. And I will show you that one. We did HSC, EPZM, Intel, IIPR was an offering, DFS was earnings, EHTH was earnings, Team was earnings, Abco was an Apple, secured a big deal. Tesla's just Tesla. Beyond and Shop and Boeing were all on our list. So let's just start with a simple, and then hold on, let's start with IIPR. No, AFCO. AFCO received 2 contracts totaling about $14 billion with Apple. In my opinion, it was a short. I explained it in Secret Sauce. I will not go over it, why, or how I felt. I just knew it was going to short. I called for short starter at 331 with room to 332 at the open. Scale in, and I wanted to take it down for an all-day bleeder. I wanted 8 points on the trade, and it currently got us 9 points. And we're here going to 322. Just an all-day bleeder. There's no long in the stock. I called no long in it at all. The next one that we did today was Beyond. I kicked ass on Beyond. The problem is TD still doesn't have shares on Beyond. So it's unfortunate. Even though I can't continue to call this, I have to only play the long side. But many traders play the short side in here on their different platforms. Beyond, to me, is just a really easy stock for me to read. I understand it every day how it plays. And again, if the stock gaps up or gaps down substantial, and I'm talking 3, 4, 5 points, I am playing Beyond in the chat room. It's very easy for me to read, and especially if it's gapping up on no news. So a minute I looked at it, I said, you know what? This is going to pop at the open to 126 to 128, scaling short, take it down, and the stock will come down to $118 a share. That's what I said. That's what I wrote. That's what I put, right? So if you were in our room, you would be guaranteed about a 7, 8 points short with 500 shares, 3,500 for the day. You don't believe me? It's written right here in stone. An hour before the market even opened. This will pop at the open to 127, a tad more. If it does, 125 to 127. And then it will short to all day, pull back to 118. And you don't believe me? Look where it hit, 127. This is a professional day trader. This is not some rookie kid, somebody that's guessing with lines, putting up all these fucking lines and saying, oh yeah, it could, if it goes here, it could go here, it could go. This is fucking straight up, pop at the open to 127, 126.74, scale in short, and take this fucker down to 118 and be done with it. It's 118.32. Have a nice fucking day. Bye-bye. Okay? There's no long in the stock. Oh yeah, it's gonna just go run to 170 today. Yeah, like I'm a fucking idiot. No. You gotta play what it gives you. You gotta understand the trade, understand the stock, and you gotta get a feel for this shit. And that's what we do in here. Next stock we did was Team. This one will blow your mind. This one we called for 150 topping and then a short. You don't believe me? Look at the fucking notes. Ding, 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 ding. Team, 150 top, short the fucker, 144 and under. I mean, does it need to get any clearer than that? I don't know. We don't trade those in my room. Okay, well, you're in the wrong fucking room. Anyway, here's 150. There's the topping. Slam it down. There's 144. Snapped it. Now it's sitting at, what, 141? And to be honest with you, this shouldn't even be up here. This is crazy it's even up here. The next one we did today was IIPR. This is an offering. This was a beautiful trade. Pre-market, long at 75 a share. and I just looked at it, told everyone, read the reason, gave it in secret sauce, told the chat room why it was a long, told everyone to start long and it's 75, add on any pullback at the open. The offering was 73.25. Stock is now almost $80 a share. My first initial call was $78 a share, then it pulled back and now it's going to 80. It's just gap filling. Beautiful trade. The next one we did today was Avco Tesla. Tesla, I wanted to short today to the 560 area. It actually came a little bit lower because the market started really taking. I really wanted a 560 pull and then a bottom curl, and I wanted it to run. I made money on this trade, but I just thought that maybe they'll get a chance we break through 580 because in pre-market it was touching 580. So I really wanted to get it back up there and then break out towards that 600. Ideally, that's really what I wanted. But unfortunately, the market kept pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. So there was just no chance for that. It wasn't going to happen today. So I do think eventually it will. But for today, it was great for the short side of it. We were shorting around 575 this morning. Again, TD does not have shares, but I was idly looking at that 560 to 568 on the pullback. It should be fun. So I was looking for a pull hard to 560, 565. The stock ended up with 555, actually an extra 5 extra points on that one. So that was pretty cool. Another stock that I want to bring to your attention was Shop. Shop was a really good call. I wanted a small push at the open. Stock was gapping up 5. So I told traders, look, it's going to pop a little bit more to 477, and then we're going to get a nice 7-point flush out or under. If the market keeps pulling, we're going to even get more. But initially, I wanted a 7-point pull on it. That's what I called. And I want you to see the setup on Shopify. It was a great trade today. If you were in our chat room, I actually, the room knows, but I actually made money on this trade. But again, when I say small pop, you see the gap up right here? See that gap right here? 470 and gapping up 5. So I wanted a small pop to 477. It hit 476.50. And then I wanted a smash to 471 right there. And he hit 471 and bounce. I mean, that shit's unreal. And I laugh at it because it's just how far I've come in as a trader to analyze a stock like that. I mean, it's just fucking unreal. The next stock that we did today was EHTH. This was an earnings play. Now this one they blew out numbers, raised guidance. They really knocked it out of the park today. The problem is that shorts were just in a pickle, and even though it was gapping up 20, I figured the stock even had more room to go. Now I didn't see this 130, but I got to give props in the room because Adam News, he warned the room that if it popped through 125, it was going to go to 128, and Adam was all over it. I made money on this stock today, and I traded it live. I actually traded. I'll tell you what I did trade today, and I traded Boeing, EHTH, Netflix, Shop, Team, and Tesla. And again, I only like to trade what I put out. I don't like to go, outside of that. I just like to trade unless there's something that I miss and it's such a great bottom play, then yeah, of course, if somebody brings it to the room, I'm going to take it. But for me, this was just a great play, especially initially out of the gate. I wanted a long at the open to 100, and I think I said 122 is what I wrote. And the stock ended up going to 125. Yeah, there it is. And you got to understand, this was sitting at $114 a share. And the only way I wanted to short is if it really kind of snapped that 115 for a quick pull. But if it started breaking through that 115, it was going to go straight to 121 or more. And the stock ended up going to 130. It topped off, and now it's been a beautiful short for the last 3 hours in the chat room. Next one we did was a stock called NNVC. This was our number 1 pick today. And the way I had written this one is, this is to me, it's a scary stock, but just because I might be scared of it doesn't mean I can't tell the trader how to trade it. And to me, we got the coronavirus spreading all over, and this is like one of the main plays for the stock. There's a bunch of them. I think or APT or something like that. There's INO, and a few others. The great Brandy told us about, and um, and obviously coronavirus. You know, it's a serious thing out there. But NNVC seems to be the play on it for small tickers. So for this one, I had to just look at it and I thought, you know what? Let's wait for the open. If it pops and hits 660, we'll get a runner on it. And the great dark side was calling, I think, 1017 or 1011 on it. I was calling in the nines, I believe 947. I was calling on it once it broke through that 7 spot. Otherwise, it was just going to be a pops and a slow fade because NNVC, the market makers are very difficult to trade with on this. I mean, you really have to you have to have patience on this, and it can be a widowmaker if you're not careful. And but it turned out to be a great winner for the room. There's a 680 push, and right here, here's the opening bell, ding, 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 680, and it ran all the way to 756. Here's the flag. Once it broke again through that flag of 750, it was on. I mean, but it's a tough ticker to trade, traders. I'm not going to lie to you. These pulls, I mean, this is what you call a widowmaker. A widowmaker is a type of trade where you're basically married one day and you tell your significant other, okay, I'm up $400. Oops, sorry, honey, I'm down 12,000. Okay, well, let me get the divorce papers out. Okay, that's a widowmaker. All right, or you just like go on the desk and go, boom, and you're done. So, and I don't like widowmaker type trades. You know, I don't like the choppiness, but you know, other traders like it, and I can't deny them the opportunity. Uh, in hindsight, should I have taken 5,000 shares and went for it? You know, I'll be real with you. I tried this thing twice. I never pulled the trigger. Every time I went to long this stock, it did that. I was going to take 1,000 shares right here going, okay, I'm going to get the breakout here. And by the time I looked up, before I could pull the trigger, the market makers just yanked it. I mean, 2 points. So that would have been just, and I was doing 2,000 shares here. Oh my gosh, that would have just, and then to watch it rip back, oh my gosh, you don't even want to know. I would have been widowed. I would have been widowed. You're done. Okay. You are officially done for the day. So, other than that, we had a really good day today. A lot of fun in the markets. And next week is going to be. Oh, and I want to give you one last one. The Intel report. I really like this trade a lot today. I didn't really want to short it at the open. Intel had a lot of upgrades on price targets. So I had a lot of short sellers in here wanting to short this stock, but I called for a long at the open to 68.50 before we'd see any kind of a pullback, and I was really right. I was within 25 cents of what I was looking for. It topped off and started to sell. I wish it had sold off more because I would have been a superhero, but the fact I protected traders from 66 all the way to 68.50, I mean, I was really proud of myself on this call. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. This stock, as simple as it looks, has taken me 10 years to understand. All right, and I don't give a fuck if you laugh at me. 10 years, you're fucking an idiot. I can do that in 2 seconds. Well, great. You've been trading 6 months. For me, it's you got to really understand this stock. And the typical me used to always like, oh yeah, just short it, It'll gap fill like Oracle. No, there's so much more you have to read into the report and really feel that stock. And I was an advocate to go long the stock. It's like MU now when you do it, or AMD on earnings. You've got to anticipate a decent pop on that. So congratulations to Intel traders on that one. Hey, today was a great day. I got 100%. It's 11 o'clock.